So I accidentally cut off the last video. So what I was saying is, I wish I could mesh them together, but just gonna have to have two separate videos. But what I was saying about attracting that love to yourself. Once you do, it's not going to be perfect, but it will be worth it. It will be worth every challenge that comes your way, because once you connect with the one that you love and that truly loves you, the challenges that you face, you're going to face together. You're going to face in unity, and you two are not going to inflict heartache on yourself. You're not going to do that. You know, out here in the world, when you go out here, there's full of toxic energy. There's full of people that live backwards in life, who don't know the value of life, don't know the value of self-love, don't know the value of inner strength and power and all those other good things. Sorry, the bugs must love me. They keep crawling on me. But you're not going to inflict the way that the world is going to challenge you when you step out of your home, when you step away from your loved ones. The way the world is going to challenge you and try to break you and try to question you and confuse you and all those other things, the one that you love will not do that to you. If you have somebody to where when you go outside in the outside world and you deal with all the things that you have to deal with out here, all the bullshit that's out there, and after you deal with that, you're saying, damn, now I got to go home and deal with this. I got to deal with this bullshit. Just got done with this bullshit. Now I got to go home and deal with this bullshit. If you're dealing with something like that, then you are not united with the one that truly loves you. Now, if they are challenging you to be better, and they're making you think on a higher level, a better level than you've always thought, take you to places that you always wanted to be, if you're honest with yourself, then you are united with the one. Because like I said, nothing is going to be perfect. There are going to be disagreements. There are going to be challenges and all these other things, but they will not inflict on you the same kind of chaos, the same kind of sadness, the same kind of pain, the same kind of tribulation that the world outside of your home is going to do. And that, I tell you, makes that version of love very well worth it. That portion of love, because love is so broad. And there's different type of relationships, different types of exchanges that we have with people. But that there, when you got that one that makes everything that you deal with, everything that you have to face personally and outside of the world, if they make all that worth it by the time you get home and you embrace them, then you have found something very, very wonderful for your life. And you will find that true love was worth waiting on and always worth investing in. The trouble that a lot of us have, especially those of us who have big hearts and who just express love so freely and openly, is that, well, we dish it out like that, we show it and we express it like that, and we have this expectation that because we do that, that we're going to get it back the same kind of way from those that we give it out to. Now, don't be confused by a person that expresses love differently from you, because it's still love. And if it is expressed in a healthy way that is good for you, that does lift you up, that does make you happy, don't look for it to be the exact same kind of way that you give it out, because they are not you. And you are meant to unite even in your differences. You come together so that you can bring your version of you, they can bring their version of them, and you share that. And when you share that, you create a world together. You create an atmosphere together. Because you don't necessarily share your world with everybody. You share yourself, but there is a certain atmosphere that you do create with certain people. The ones that you share your world with are usually like your close family, whoever lives with you, whoever you see on a day-to-day basis and exchange consistently with, constantly with. Those are the ones that you create in the world with. Now, atmosphere is created with those who you don't see very often, not every day at least. Or even if you do see them every day, it's just like for a certain amount of time that you just vibe, you kick it together, you laugh, you chop it up. These are what we call friends, or should be able to call those people friends. So yeah, it's always worth investing in. It's always worth believing in. Now, on the flip side of what I was saying about somebody inflicting toxic energy on you and challenging you and attempting to bring you down, but still it lifts you up. No, you lift yourself up in the midst of that. Okay, you didn't let that break you. You're a strong person. Not everybody is that fortunate, you know. But let's talk about a person who is toxic. Is toxic themselves and never too much experienced love before. Oh man, here she come again, y'all. Here she come again. Look, look. Man, I don't know if y'all can see her, but that lady ain't playing. That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, anyway. uh, a person that is toxic and in need of love and in need of the experience of love, that type of person, imagine someone does come along full of love, full of life, and full of joy. And though this person may be a challenge to reach through that kind of experience, imagine the transformative power of love in that person's life. Finally, they got somebody to lift them up instead of tear them down. And if they come to a place where they actually start believing that, believing the words coming from the person of love, imagine the transformative power that they have, because they will gain a knowledge that they never have from a person of love. They've been told that you'll never be nothing, you're ugly, this, that, whatever the case. But then somebody comes along and means every word when they tell them you are beautiful, you are strong, you are resilient, you can do whatever you want to do. And not only do they express it through words, but they show their love. Until that person finally believes that they are loved, number one, they are worthy to be loved, and they should start loving themselves. Imagine the 360, the 180 rather, that person will make. A complete turnaround. Love has the most transformative power above anything. Love, it takes strength to love in a world that is so confused and so full of anger and so full of deception and so full of hate. It takes strength to do that. So love is not weak. I feel for those who take love and kindness as weakness, because they are the ones that are living backwards. They are the ones that are living in reverse, because it is not weak to love people who hate you. It's not weak. Now, it might be draining to love somebody that it might be draining to love somebody that does not love you and that is toxic. It might drain you, and you might need to be cautious and conscious of your exchange with that person. Man, there's bugs everywhere. Okay, so you might have to caution that and be conscious of that. but it never, never, never makes you weak to love. That takes strength and that takes power, and that will continue to bring love into your life in different ways. I'm different from a lot of people. We are all are unique in our own type of way. But I give out from the heart. Different things, different ways, on different days. Nobody is constantly the same. We are constantly growing and we are constantly changing. But there's nothing wrong with that, because as you grow and as you change, you should get better. You should get wiser. You should get stronger. You should find a better way to find inner peace within. The things that used to challenge you and hurt you and bring you down should not challenge you and bring you down after a while, because you are constantly growing. So when you dish out love, when you express it, and it is not something that you're doing, oh, this is what I got to do, this is what, no, find a place inside of yourself to where you want to do that, where it flows genuinely and naturally, because that is the only way that you are going to attract genuine and natural love to yourself. Now, if you're doing it from a fake place, from a place that makes you feel uncomfortable, then you're going to attract that same uncomfortable fake energy to yourself. It has to be real. It has to be from the heart. And you have it inside of you. You just have to find the place inside of you, and you have to find your way of expressing it. It doesn't have to be like how everybody else does it or the next person does it. How do you feel about expressing love to somebody to a point to where you're happy about it? You're happy about what I did. And afterwards, you don't give no thought about it, like, oh man, I hope, man, now this person gonna think that I'm weak or I'm just soft or this is that. If it makes you feel that way, don't do it. Find your way to express it, but make sure that the way that you do it, the way that you express it, is actually making people feel loved. Don't just throw something out there and be like, oh, they should feel love because that's how I'm going to do it. No, like I said, find a natural, true, genuine place inside of you and express it. Because the world is in need of love. Thank you, Stevie Wonder. What the world needs now, I don't know who sang the other song. What the world needs love is love. Love is the most powerful energy in the world. Love is transforming me right now, my love for myself. And I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful for that because I know that it is contagious. And I know that whoever I contact with is open to catch it. But it's a good thing to spread. It's a very powerful thing to spread. And more contact you make, the more love you spread, the ripple effect, it's gonna reach. It's gonna reach whoever it needs to reach. And then this world will become a better place when we all unite in that love. It's time to live in unity. Love is powerful. Love is true. Love is peaceful. Love is above all. Much love, my people. I hope, as always, I hope from my heart to yours that you're catching what I'm saying and seeing where I'm coming from. And I hope that it is lifting you up and taking you to places, better places, mentally, spiritually, that you haven't been before, or possibly reminding you of who you already know that you are. You are wonderful. You are worthy to be loved. You are worthy to experience the most powerful energy in the universe. You are worthy to exchange the most powerful energy in the universe. Truthfully, it does not have to be the way that they portray it on TV or the way people portray it in their lifestyles. Find your true way, and you will experience your true love. Not just with the soulmate or the twin flame, but in all your relationships. I love you. Make sure that you love you, because that's where it counts. That's where it matters.